All right, today we're going over the hot, crazy matrix for women that go to the gym because they need their own special chart. And if you're not familiar with what this is, basically it's a graph that's going to help single men navigate all the crazy women that frequent gyms around the world and help them decide whether or not a woman's a good potential mate or if they should keep a safe distance. And based upon my experience, I'm the perfect asshole to make this chart. So if you're ready, let's get after it. So what the original video taught us is that how hot a woman is actually has a direct one-to-one correlation to how crazy she is. And this was a shepherd of my adolescence, to the point that I actually made flashcards just in case I happen upon a woman that I've never met before. I can quickly whip them out and cycle through them. All right, she's brunette, although she could be a redhead in disguise. No Adam's apple, no bulge. I think I'm good to go. Excuse me, miss, what's your name? Tiffany. As incredibly helpful as that was for a young man out there in the world on his own, the moment I stepped foot in the gym, I realized, holy hell, this is a different level of crazy. We're going to have to redo this chart because their craziness is actually related to how in shape they are. So if you look closely, you'll notice the first controversial thing I've done so far in this video, and that's label the crazy axis from 1 to 10, because it's pretty much common knowledge that there's not a woman on earth below a 4 crazy, but I don't believe that to be the case. Call me optimistic, but I think if you're in the pursuit of happiness, you're going to find it right in this zone. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, who are these women? Well, let me tell you. These are the little old grandmas you see consistently in the gym, day in and day out, fighting the good fight against diabetes, spending half their time shuffling around the gym, trying to figure out how to adjust equipment or turn the treadmill on. Now, instinctually, you're not going to give them the time of day. But I implore you to give these lovely ladies a second look because, yeah, you got to be careful not to break a hip, but these ladies are experienced and they'll shower you with baked goods. And if you're the type of man that has trouble breaking up with a woman, don't sweat it. Just let Mother Nature take its course and you'll be waiting 6 months max. Now, if we graduate a little bit further down the in-shape axis to about a 3, this is the point where women stop wearing regular clothes to the gym and strictly wear sports bras. Now, you might be tempted to flirt with these women because they seem relatively sane based upon our graph, but it's a trap because 93% of women that look like this are a part-time yoga instructor. And anybody who's ever dated a yogi before will tell you that the phrase, "I'm doing yoga to find my center," is code for, if you f*** up, I'll burn all your shit in the center of our front yard. If you move 2 spots up to a 5, you've now reached the every day is a transformation Tuesday woman. Now, these particular women are the ones that get most men into trouble because even though you've never met her and you don't know her name, you know that when she takes that gym selfie, she's going to tag everything from the location of the gym to the clothes she wears to the products she uses to bleach her butthole. So she's not going to be hard to find. And if you want a little help finding a red flag, go back and look at the progression of those transformation photos. That first one is going to be an awe-inspiring before and after photo that took years to make happen. The most recent one is going to be her in a thong spreading her butt cheeks that was taken 12 hours apart. And yeah, while it's nice that she's helping us learn new things like the circumference of your butthole gets smaller as you diet, once you know, you know. And if you find yourself in a relationship with a 5, congratulations, you've just made it to Crazy Town. You're now subject to questions like, "Hey babe, can you come smell this fart to see if you think I'm digesting all my protein?" Or, "Sorry babe, I can't give you a blowjob tonight. I just put a new stick of gum in my mouth and I can't afford the 5 extra calories. You want me to smash it with my callous hands instead?" Now, if we hop over just 1 spot to a 6, this is where everything changes. But to the untrained eye, you won't be able to tell a discernible difference. The key is you have to scroll their feed in a very specific way and see that pivotal moment that happens in every female fitness enthusiast's life. So what you have to do is go back and look at her first post. Probably humble beginnings, maybe a bathroom selfie or a cardio gym check-in. And when you're there, scroll up as violently as you can and then blur your eyes the way you do when you're looking at one of those magic eye pictures, and you'll get a little bit more insight every time you scroll. The first time you'll go, that picture quality is getting a little bit better. You'll do it again. Oh, how did you get that picture? Maybe she used a timer. I don't know. Then you do it again. That doesn't even look like a filter. Maybe that's photo. Holy hell, you're paying a photographer for your 412 Instagram followers. This is a code red. Chart's all fucked up. The crazy has now gone from linear to exponential. And if you find yourself in a relationship with a 6, she's going to want you to get her name tattooed somewhere on your body, but save your money. Because at some point during the relationship, she's going to stab you with a fork, which is more than likely going to get infected because it's the same one she consistently uses to eat tilapia and green beans, so she's going to leave you with a pretty hefty scar. I know what you're thinking. That's it. Can't get any crazier than that. The curve has to flatten eventually. I wish that was the case. But 7 and above, that's your figure, fitness, and bikini competitors. And you break a mirror, that's 7 years bad luck. You date one of them, that's 4 years off your life. You actually eat some of their food, instant death. Do you have any idea what that relationship's like? Your night either goes one of two ways. Either you sit there and read her the menu of her favorite restaurant as she cries herself to sleep, or you make her her favorite lettuce-only salad and talk for hours about how much her stomach hurts. Sucks. So what did we learn here today? Well, unless you're taking my advice and going the geriatric route, your best bet is not dating a girl who's into the gym. I would recommend just hanging out by a golden corral and finding a hardy woman to spend the rest of your life with. Now, normally I would say go check out the 30-day program if you haven't already. That would be the call to action, which I'll still link it below, but I think a better call to action is, I know you probably follow quite a few female gym goers. What I would do is take your top 3 and just send them this video and say nothing. I don't know what's going to happen.